Rachel here from Homestack. Today we are super excited because we are here with Kristopher Larson from Best Utah Real Estate. Hi, Kristopher.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So for anyone who isn't familiar with you and your business, can you give us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of a hybrid real estate agent. My background is actually in software engineering, online marketing. I've owned multiple marketing companies, and I do a lot of web development still. And so my main role is to generate leads, real estate leads. And so, we have a team, we have several teams actually, some in other states and some that cover other parts of Utah as well. And so, that's I still do show homes and go do the real estate part, but mostly I am in the background trying to make the phone ring as much as I can for my other team members.
That's what we all want, right? That's the ultimate goal for everybody. Awesome. So fill us in a little bit about the growth that you've had this year and how generating these leads on the tech end helps some of these teams that kind of work underneath you.
Yeah, so at the start of 2023, we've a lot of it's kind of a weird time to be in the real estate right now anyways, because we're kind of doing a turnover. But a lot of our success actually happened last year, and we're closing a lot of deals this year that were put in place last year. But our growth has been outstanding. I've been doing real estate since 2011. Then I took a break, and then I did it for maybe like 6 years, 2011 to 2017. Then I just got back into it in 2019. But last year alone, we did 32 million. And I think this year we're already at 8 million. And
wow.
Yep. And most of our lead gen is just from our website and our mobile app.
That's incredible. So let's get into a little bit, let's dig in a little bit about your website, your mobile app, and then how the two kind of come together.
Yep. So I have a website that I developed out, and it actually is the main lead source for the mobile app. My whole thing is just trying to get people engaged however I possibly can. I have a different method. A lot of real estate agents have their website and they like to trap people into, they can't view a home without having to sign up or log in.
Yeah.
So I took the opposite approach where I just want to get as many people as I possibly can on my website and using my website. And so I did the exact same thing with the mobile app. I don't force people to log in as well. I just want people to stay on my systems and keep using them. And so I try to make it as free and, easy as possible for them to do that. So they're not getting bombarded by ads or, tricking them into get their information or anything like that.
So what's your follow-up method? Say someone downloads your app, they're kind of searching around. What's your next step after
So
that?
the people actually, a lot of people still do choose to sign up, and those are always way warmer leads than when you force them to sign up. So immediately we have several different things in place. We use Follow Up Boss for our CRM, and then I use another company called Hire Ava, which will immediately put them on a text strip. They'll kind of start asking them like pre-automated questions, and then if they actually respond to a question, somebody live takes over, and we'll sit there and try to convert the lead for us. And then from there, once the lead's converted, then it'll get handed off to an agent. And the reason we do this is because we get so many leads. If we were only getting like 1 or 2 a day, but when we get 5 to 10 a day, it starts to get overwhelming as far as follow-up goes. So
where do you put your so number one, where do you advertise your app? Is it just on your website? Is it on your
social media? So our website is a big player of it. We also, generated a really cool YouTube video that we put on there that actually has quite a few views on it. And then we do Apple ads and then Google ads as well.
Cool. How much is your spend, if you don't mind me asking, as far as the Apple versus Google, and which one performs better?
Yeah. So, and actually we do Facebook as well. So Facebook, we do about $10 a day. So not much, just Facebook. Apple, it ranges, but we're probably only like maybe $200 to $500 a month. And then a majority of our money is probably, $1,000 a month on Google as well. And I really think it's just a mixture of everything. Um,
That's the formula.
yeah, that's the form. Yeah, just try to hit every single thing, because a lot of times if they land on Facebook, Facebook will set a cookie for them, then start showing their ad, start showing your ad to them. And then if they bounce off and they're searching for homes, now Google's going to take over and start showing your ads to them, right? And then obviously if they're on the Apple App Store and they're just searching for a home search app, then mine's going to pop up as well. So I'm just trying to hit every corner I possibly can to stay in front of them.
So when somebody is at home and they're saying, why am I seeing all these ads for Utah real estate when I said I wanted to maybe look for a second home there or something like
Exactly.
that's the magic of the retargeting ads.
It is. Yep, for sure.
Cool. How does your follow-up boss play in?
So yeah, our follow-up boss is, I mean, we pick follow-up boss just because the ease of use and the fact that it integrates in really well, especially with your guys' app.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be able to easily track and see what people are actually viewing within follow-up boss. So we don't always have to, log into the broker site to track that type of stuff.
Yeah,
And then
that
we
was
have,
huge.
yeah, then there's a lot of cool things we do, like set up cool campaigns that if they start viewing homes in the mobile app, Follow Up Boss has ways that you can actually grab the home they were looking at and then automatically email them that address saying, hey, do you want to set up a showing on this? So we do a lot of cool little drips like that.
That's really, really cool. I feel like we could do a whole webinar just on that.
You could, yeah, you really
Like
could.
seriously, yeah, that sounds so cool. What did you first think of Homestack when you learned that we could build you a white label app like this?
Yeah, no, I thought it was really cool because, either have your broker app that they'll probably give to you, but then if you ever leave the brokerage, you can't really take it with you.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have Zillow, obviously, but you're competing with all these other agents on there and everything like that. So it's just nice to actually have your own app that, it'll stay with you for your whole entire life if you want it and you own it, you're in control of it. And so I was really excited to find out there was a solution for that.
Yeah. What would your advice be to somebody who is not a computer programmer, but they do want to start with some level of integration and some level of like a drip campaign and Follow Up Boss, and like they're like, I just don't know where to begin. Like, how do I even start to do this stuff?
Yeah.
Something easy that they could start with.
Yeah. And luckily Follow Up Boss already has a lot of campaigns in there that are already made. I'm pretty sure, they actually have like a little, I wouldn't say marketplace, but people can share their different campaigns.
Oh,
And so
cool.
I go in there and I just grab other people's campaigns and then I just modify it to, change some text here and there to say, thanks for downloading my app instead of thanks for signing up on my website, right? I'm just changing out words like that. So you don't really have to be techie to set any of that up. Follow Up Bosses made it so easy that anybody can really do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really good to know. And I think maybe people don't even know that you can do that. So that's good advice. What do you think as far as what you spend on your marketing? Because I think some people like hear those numbers like, oh my God, $1,000 a month on ads. Like, I don't even know what's going to happen. What would you recommend as far as like putting that much in as far as like what yields, the biggest results?
Yeah, I think that the amount of money we spend, I mean, and for how much money and how much real estate we actually do, it's very small. It's very small. I mean, I think they tell you in small business you need to set aside 10% of budget for marketing, but we don't even spend remotely that. And you can also start very small, like getting on Facebook. You can spend $5 a day and you'll start getting, people might start following your page as well. So you'll start growing out your Facebook business page and start getting app downloads as well. And so you can really start small until you kind of, feel good about spending that type of money and start getting some type of return on it.
Yeah. So did you design like your ads, then you put them to Facebook, then they can go to Instagram, and then you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time.
Yeah, no, so
Yeah.
so I just hire people off Fiverr. I don't know if you're familiar with Fiverr.com, but
Yeah.
I'm not a designer. I'm not anything like that. All I did was create like videos, like you can do little video recordings on your phone of me using the app. And then I would just send it off to these people on Fiverr and that specialize in creating Facebook ads or create a
Yeah.
little video for me. So like if you go to my Best Utah Real Estate website, you'll see my video. And I maybe spent $150 creating that whole thing. And people, it looks like something you'd pay thousands of dollars for.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll link all of these sources that Kristopher is mentioning in the post when we do that, so you guys can have these resources. And even if you do want to mess around a little bit on your own, Canva is like a free
Canva,
graphics
Canva would be great
program.
too. Yep.
Don't have to have any design experience.
No, you don't have to spend a lot of money either. You don't need to really hire a designer. I mean, if you're trying to focus on promoting your mobile app, people want to see the mobile app, and you guys give a good marketing kit as well that has photos and everything in there. So, yep, I've just grabbed that information and start working with that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Any other advice that you would kind of put out there to people to just kind of get going and kind of, put your app out there and not to be intimidated?
Yeah, I think that you just, a lot of people are afraid to spend money or they don't have money, but you definitely have to start doing some type of marketing. So the last thing you want is just a mobile app that just sits there and doesn't do anything, or like, it's really hard to get a lot of client base if you're, telling people to download it instead of putting it in front of their face and having them download it automatically. So just start spending money, if you build it, they will come type thing. And and just start small and just see how it starts going from there. So
yeah. And then last question, how do you follow up? I think this is an interesting question because people are like, okay, somebody downloaded my app, now what? I was like,
yeah.
Reach out to them, follow up. And I think some people just get a little bit like, well, what do I do next? Or what's the biggest way to like engage them or kind of provide benefit to clients once they're in the app and using it?
Yeah. So the best thing is, so my approach is try to not be as evasive. A lot of agents are, they get an app download, they're going to be, I mean, obviously if they give us their information, I'll call them, but if not, I just want them to use the app. My whole system that's worked great for me is just trying to get as many people on the app and then having them call me, because when they call me, it's a much warmer lead. They're actually looking for a real estate agent compared to me calling them and them being all mad that, I made them sign in with their phone number and now I'm calling them. So yeah. So I personally, I like that you guys have the option to not force people to sign into the app. Because when I log into Broker Metrics, it still shows that people are using the app. It just says that their information is unavailable. And so right now, when I log in there, I mean, my whole page is just full of people using the app, but my picture and profile number is sitting right there for that moment that they actually do need an agent. And, there's a good chance that I'm still going to be that agent.
And you're on their phone. So it's like people look
I'm on their phone
every 10 seconds.
Every time I'm on their phone, and every time they scroll and look at a home, they see my picture too. Right.
And every single listing in the MLS.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, Kristopher. Well, thank you for sharing all of your methods with us. I'm sure we'd love to sit down and talk to you even more one day on more of these specific topics, but it's really awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Okay, no problem. Appreciate it.